Well, let me show you 1 week, not quite, but close to 1 week after the Memorial Day sale. In fact, this might be a week. I might have bought these last Friday. The foxglove is doing great. The blooms are getting fuller and fuller. It's swaying in the breeze or the wind, whichever you would call it. It's dropping its spent flowers and carrying on. The air is perfumed by the Confederate jasmine. The wind is blowing the perfume of the Confederate jasmine near and far. Ah, it's wonderful. Just everywhere. There was a spot where this particular fern had taken over the Confederate jasmine's trellis, but and I was worried. But the Confederate jasmine has claimed her space back, and I'm grateful for that. The sage is blooming in partial shade, and the fern here is struggling because it's getting too much sun, but it's persevering and hoping that I will plant something in front of it so that it can get some relief. Even the foxglove is leaning towards the shadier side. If it wanted sun, it could go the other direction, but it's making the choice for the cool, shady air, moist air of this little cul-de-sac. Yes. And then on the other side, I put a significant mulch, and I planted some dahlias in the shade. Yes, I planted my dahlias in the shade because water is at a premium, and I just can't see myself being able to give them enough water for them to survive in the sunny outdoor sun during this hot July when I will want flowers. I don't see it. So this morning sun, afternoon shade, that's good. I can move them in the winter. I mean, even, you know how cool it is over here. Even the sweet pea is just kicking it, you know. And I covered that fern with mulch. That's the woodland fern. And I think it was a good idea because the heat's coming and I can already see that it's a little happier. Maybe it'll double in size this summer. That would be nice. Of course, the regular male fern is loving life. I gave it 3 inches of mulch. I'll give it 3 more when I can afford it. And that 3 inches of mulch just, I can see the happiness in the male fern. It made its roots cooler and it gave it some food. It was definitely hungry. Oh, I did put some fertilizer in, all purpose. It Posma organic fertilizer. I planted more dahlia bulbs over here in the shade. Morning shade, and I'm gonna plant some here in the shade. Yeah, that's where I'm planting them. I'm planting them in the shade, and because I don't want to water. Yep, morning sun. They'll get morning sun. Looks like my house plant needs water. But it is flowering. I did a little short on that to show you up close. Oh, as soon as I go out in the sun, camera's blown out. So I'll show you what I can in the shade. This vine is blooming lovely. It's putting on a spectacular show. Just gorgeous. Underneath it, you can see the begonias are enjoying themselves. We had a hailstorm, so I almost lost this one, but she's coming back. I lost a whole bunch of my flowers over here. Only the most resilient managed to make it. My Easter lily has started a second time. But one of them came later. These are Easter lilies. I replanted them in my garden. And this one's putting on its first flower. This one that got shorted bloomed last year. Maybe it'll still be able to bloom. I don't know. I don't know if you can see the buds on the lavender blowing in the wind. Just little buds. This is the first year for this one flowering. That's Lavender Grosso. What survived the hailstorm. That was the original Lavender Grosso. Now it's got a taller self and it's got a little flower spike. God bless her little heart. And the gladiolas are growing through the pittosporum. This plant right here is pittosporum. I kind of use it as a frog for my garden. I let everything grow through it and inside of it. You know, it's very malleable. The bearded iris, I can't go out in the sun. The camera's not focusing. Is on its last. The top one's gone. It's got one more coming on that one. But that spike you see there, that's gladiola. And I'm going to try to show you. My agapanthus is putting on its bloom. I thought that was a daylily when I bought it at the nursery. But it turned out to be an agapanthus. And I am delighted. Because my daylilies are right next to it. And they have never, ever bloomed. And I've had them for 15 years. I don't know what to do. But they're there. One of these years I'll find the spots where the daylilies will bloom. They're just kind of living life, spreading out. They're a nice ground cover, but no daylilies. And in the distance there, you can see the Goodwin Creek lavender has wonderful bloom spikes on it. So we can expect a show from that pretty soon. And the butterfly weed. Every day I see butterflies depositing their eggs on that particular butterfly weed. That is the one that they think is so sexy. And I'm happy. One day when I get a chance, I'll show you that border over there. But like I said, right now, my camera, the timing isn't right. And it's just not going. I thought a little garden tour would be nice.